Okay, so for any of you that were curious about the weather stations we use, this is the type that we have. This shows us our barn temperature, where the horses and goats are at about -7. The animals, this is the chicken coop sitting at 0, and this is our outdoor temperature. That's not the real feel, that's just the actual temperature. With the wind, it's a bit chillier than that. And this is our mudroom / kitchen entrance temperature inside the house. Getting bundled up to go do chores here, and gonna fill the water trough up 1 bucket at a time, because our tap decided to freeze and snap right off in the cold yesterday. So yeah, no exterior water supply. And our water supply in the barn is still not set up. So, off we go. Tap's water frozen still. Kitties. Hi, kitties. You guys want to go back outside? Yeah? You ready to go outside? What are you doing in this stall? There's... Come on, buddy. Come on. Off you go. It's okay, come on. Okay. All right, Cindy, come on. Simmy. So you'll see, anybody that's homesteading in Canada knows your water freezes constantly. Even if you have a heat source, for some reason we keep it just above 0 degrees in here, but the water still freezes down on the ground. We haven't been able to stop that from happening. The dog goes in at night. It's a little too cold out here for her. All the animals are locked up, warm and secure, so she doesn't really need to be out here all night with them. So we bring her in the house when it's this cold. She does have a dog door so that she can get in and out of the barn. And yeah, we constantly have to come out in the middle of the night and make sure that the cats and the goats' water didn't freeze. And yeah, good times, winter chores. And we installed this heater, massive energy suck. not the most efficient way to keep your animals warm, but it's necessary. When we hit minus 40 here next week, it's going to be too cold, and we like to run this for a couple hours just to keep those temperatures above zero, just barely above zero. We got to make sure we keep these little fur babies nice and cozy during these cold winter nights, and yeah, the rest of the year it just stays off, and we kind of let the temperature sit where it sits in here. On the coldest, it'll hit about minus 4 in here, so we insulated the heck out of the walls with some sheep's wool, and we run a heat light for the chickens during the day so that they can stay nice and warm. Hi Lily, hi Trix. Good morning. Good morning. Hi little one. How are you? How are you? Some treats. Hi Trix. And this is the little goat's pen. We got our feeder here so they can keep their hay up off the ground and not make a mess of it. And we run a heat light in here for them too. When it gets this cold, again, they can regulate pretty well out of the elements, but I don't like their water freezing, and I like them to be comfortable. So I run a heat light in here. Again, not the most efficient if you're running a homestead or you're trying to be off grid. These things are massive energy sucks, but I'm not going to have animals sick or die or end up with frostbite on my watch. So we've introduced these guys in some of our other videos, but these are our resident mousers and weasel eradicators. They live in here pretty much full time. They love it. They were raised in the barns, so they are quite happy in here, and they'll sneak out from time to time when it's a little warmer, but this time of year they pretty much spend all their time right in here. Okay, I'm back inside for the first trip out for chores. I'll be back out there again in about 30 minutes when the sun's up. I like to warm up next to the fire and bring in some more wood, and then I'll go ahead and add some to this so that when I go back out it keeps burning. This is my favorite addition to our homestead. We keep this thing running 24/7 when it's this cold out, and it's been great. I can set wood in this at 9 when we go to bed, maybe throw a few in there in the middle of the night, and we've got hot coals when I wake up in the morning to start a new fire. So it's been great, and a nice way to warm your house. My favorite part of the chores in the morning, we get to go wake up the chickens now that the sun's up. Everybody else has been fed and watered. And yeah, we're going to go out now and take care of the chickens and then get to removing all of this wonderful white stuff from my driveway so I can get out to town in the morning. All right, so we're a little later than normal. We wanted to wait for the sun to come up so everybody can see. I'm sure a bunch of the girls are already up and scurrying about. We have a few layers already out of the chicks we raised this year, and they're up and eager to eat in the morning. We like to give them a nice little treat, sometimes tuna and wheatgrass and pumpkin seeds and all kinds of stuff that they get in addition to their scratch and layer rations. Morning, girls. Woo. A whole bunch of you are up already, huh? Ready to go? Yeah? All right. Let's help the other ladies down so that they can come and enjoy their treat as well. All right. Come on, ladies. There you go. Now they can get up and down on their own, but I like to give them little rides down so they can get out and get organized. Oops. Come on, girlie. Some of them actually sit here and wait for this. The rest of them, the young ones, have no problem jumping down in the morning when it's dark out still. And they get to scurrying about looking for food. In another hour or so, they'll be in here jockeying for the nesting boxes and hopefully giving us some more eggs. Right now we're getting about 2 to 3 a day. We've only got a few of them that we've caught laying. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open the door and let them out into the barn where they can run around and scratch so they're not stuck in here all day. Morning treats. There's always some kind of meat protein in there, generally. And it doesn't look like little Pips is going to come out of the coop just yet. She likes where it's warm, so. All right, come on, ladies. Come on, chickies. Come on, chickies. Come on. We try to mix it up so it's not the same thing every day. This morning's treat is tuna and wheatgrass. And we'll mix flax in with their scratch so they get all kinds of good healthy things in their food. And we'll save a little bit for little Pips here. He's finally decided to join the rest of us. Come on, little one. Come here. Peppers, come here, Peppers. Hi, Pepper. Come on. Okay, the fun chores are done now. Off to the not so fun chores. We have had probably close to 8 inches of snow here over the last week or so, and yeah, I'm going to have to get out. And we got about 350 feet of driveway that's got to get cleared and get all our pathways cleared. So these guys are nice and warm, fed and watered. This time of year, we will check on them regularly. We do have the thermostat weather set up in here, and the weather station in the house lets us monitor the temperatures. We try not to let it get too far below zero in here, but yeah, it'll creep down around -4 in here when it's this cold outside. And yeah, when it gets super cold, we'll throw that heater on for an hour and let it come up just above zero again, and everybody's comfortable. For those of you who don't live in Canada or in the north, we have to plug our vehicles in here when it hits these -20 Celsius temperatures. It keeps the block warm and stops the batteries from freezing and lets you start your vehicles in the morning. Otherwise, you will come out to a dead vehicle, which in -30s, 20s is no fun to deal with. So we plug our vehicles in and we winterize the vehicles we're not using. And these diesel tractors are equipped with like a glow plug ignition system. So you let it sit for a few seconds and it warms it up, and hopefully we get fire. Yes. All right, looks like I'm clearing snow. All right, I've lived and worked up here for about 13 years. I discovered these shortly after I moved here. This is Grabber brand, but these are heat packets, and they actually work better than heated gloves. The heat gloves work really well too, if you can get a pair of those. I keep wrecking them, and they're quite expensive to wreck and use for work, so I try to just use those for when I'm not doing rough stuff. So off we go to do the shoveling of the snow.